Hi, this is Peter. Quick follow-up from Sunday. So we were in Micah, just starting a new series, Justice and Hope in the book of Micah. And really that's the rhythm of the book of Micah. There's 3 times in the book where he is talking about justice and judgment from God, and then he talks about hope. And so chapters 1 and 2, just a little bit of sort of a hint of hope, the shepherd king that we see described at the end of chapter 2. But as we're going on through the book, this Sunday and the next Sundays, we're going to see massive amounts of those themes of hope and who God is and his plans for us. And so super encouraging. I wanted to just look at Micah 7 verses 18 to 20. I mentioned them on Sunday, but these are so good. It would be a shame to wait till the end of the series to get to them. And so you get to the end of the book. He's done all this description of judgment, and it can feel heavy. I recognize that, thinking about corrupt society, but also thinking about the sin in our own lives. God isn't just judging the leaders of the nation in Micah. He's also judging the people of God. And so we've got to take that to us as well. We can't just point at others. We've got to recognize God judges sin. And that can feel really heavy and discouraging, but to get to the end of the book and to find these words is such an incredibly rich experience. I hope you can enjoy them over these next weeks. Verse 18 of chapter 7, Micah says, "Who is a God like you?" In what sense? Pardoning iniquity, passing over transgression for the remnant of his inheritance. So there's double image there of pardoning iniquity, lifting the sin off of us, and passing over transgression. And then he got a little description of God at the end of the verse. He does not retain his anger forever, because he delights in steadfast love. He will again have compassion on us. And then comes back to iniquity and sin again. He will tread our iniquities underfoot. You will cast all our sins into the depths of the sea. So iniquity will be kind of trodden down. It won't be allowed to dominate and define us, and all our sins cast into the depths of the sea. Apparently, and I've got no first-hand experience of this, but apparently the Orthodox Jews have a ceremony that they perform during their New Year celebration. And in that ceremony, they empty their pockets. So they go to a stream and they empty out their pockets ceremonially into the stream, and it's quoting these verses to remind them that their sin, the baggage, all the junk in their life is going to end up in the depths of the sea. God's going to put it there. And so you obviously be careful with your smartphone and your glasses, but it's a beautiful image, isn't it? Just to think, yeah, all the junk, all the bad stuff, all the failure, all the bad attitudes, all the mistakes, or whatever we want to call them, everything that's wrong in our lives, ultimately, that's going to get swept away and buried deep at sea, because God does not retain his anger forever. He delights in steadfast love. He has compassion on us. And so then the question is, can we trust him? Do we know that he'll follow through? Micah finishes the book with verse 20, "You will show faithfulness to Jacob and steadfast love to Abraham, as you have sworn to our fathers from the days of old." God made promises right back at the beginning. Micah could look back over many centuries and say, yep, God has kept his promises. We can look back over millennia and say, yeah, God has kept his promises. He will continue to keep his promises. We can trust his character. And the fact that he doesn't retain his anger forever, the fact that he delights in steadfast love, and he again will have compassion on his people, is a beautiful, beautiful finish to the book. And I know for me, this is incredibly encouraging and hope-filling and heart-stirring and worship-inducing and all of that. And I hope it is for you too. Micah 7, 18 to 20. Hope to see you Sunday. We're going to continue on in the series, and we're getting to the central section, which is so filled with hope and encouragement. It's going to be great, but don't miss out on Micah 7, 18 to 20. I don't think you can get too much of these 3 verses. I know I can't. Thanks.